Hello, my name is Daniel Joram, West Coast Sales Manager for NobleTech and TZ iBoat user, and I'm here to introduce the latest feature of TZ iBoat called Trip Book, which will be the logbook of all of your boating adventures. With Trip Book, you'll be able to save and replay all of your fishing, racing, cruising, or weekend sailing trips in order to analyze them in detail after a race, or simply remember the best moments like with a photo album. The Trip Book feature is like the memory of your boat. All of your trips are organized in a chronological list. Each trip is displayed with a mini chart that shows the route traveled, or a photo if you took one during the trip. It also shows the name you gave it, the date, as well as the duration and the distance covered. With this general information, you can easily find any of your trips. So let's take a look at my last sail. We've got all of the information recorded during the trip to have a summary that closely reflects the day. On the right side, the chart displays the trip itself. It's dated so that when you scroll with the time bar, I can see the key moments, such as when I was rounding this point at about 1 o'clock. On the left side, you'll find general information that you have seen in the list, the time and date of the starting point and the arrival. If you've taken any photos during your sail, you'll find them here, and you can make them bigger by clicking on each one of them, similar to a photo album. Also, if you're fishing during your trip and saved one of your catches, you can see them here along with the type, the weight, and the size of the fish. The speed graph gives a good summary of the trip, and on this one you can see I was sailing with some nice wind near the end. Of course, you can display the tides by selecting the nearest port, and the tide range if you're in France. We also show the sunrise and sunset for that day. And the last element is one of the most important. It's a summary of your trip in a very accurate log. In this log, you'll see the navigation data of your boat displayed with regular intervals, such as course and speed over ground, heading, and wind if it was recorded by your anemometer. You'll also see any events you saved during the trip. The log is interactive, so you click on a row and the boat will move to the corresponding location on the chart. If you need more accuracy, you can reduce the time interval. The idea is to be able to replay the day, and with this much information, I'll be able to remember this trip even years from now, which I think is pretty cool. Also, besides being synchronized with your iPhone and your iPad, all the information in TripBook is secured in our servers, which ensures you won't lose anything in case you break your phone or you lose a tablet. When you get set to get off the dock, it's very easy to start recording a trip. Just click on the new nav button at the bottom right of your screen. During the recording, this bar will display the duration, the distance covered, and your speed. You can modify these in the options menu if you like. Once you've reached your destination, click on the stop button, and this will end the recording. TZ iBoat will then ask you to fill in some optional information, and then your trip is recorded and ready to be displayed in your trip book. Now I want to show you that we've actually taken this a step further, and if you have friends or family that sail, you can now follow along with their journeys as well. For example, I've asked my friend Johan if I could follow him. He said accepted, and now I can display his trips and the details the same way I can display mine. For example, Johan's taken a big journey from Germany to Sweden, where he was online the entire time, and I can follow every detail of his travel. It's pretty cool. I feel like I'm sailing with him. This new feature allows me to see the trips of the people I follow, and at least the ones that have accepted my request. Another feature that we've added that can be pretty nice is our live trip tool. When I start my trip, my friends will receive a notification on their phone, and then they can follow my progression in real time on TZ iBoat until I've arrived. This is nice for your friends and family members who may be at home, and they can follow your trip in real time and see where you are until you arrive. A final bonus, if you like, you can create a visual summary of your trip, which you can send to your friends and family via email, WhatsApp, or Instagram, we've pre-stamped this for you. And that's it. That's the end of the demo. We really hope that you like the new trip book feature, and it will be your new companion for your summer sailing. We'd love to have your feedback, so if you have comments or suggestions, don't hesitate to contact us via this email. Thanks very much, and happy sailing.